grab my whiskey. I'm trying to get drunk.
We don't care what R. Kelly did.
Did I say anything racist this time?
You better get out of here, honky.
And now for something completely different.
Man.
Well, two honks can just mess around. You'll never know they talk about two honks, Kevin. You might hear something about the NBA. Maybe they'll just make your day on two honks, Kevin. It's sports and life and family too. Let's all listen to two honks and a Kevin.
Yeah, all right. It is me playing the outro because it's been a week or two since I've done this. So it is June 22nd. Yeah, I know that was a little loud, Blake. It was coming up as low on my mixer, so I bumped it up for the audio people there.
It sounded like it had an echo to it too.
We'll see if it does that in the play.
Okay.
I didn't hear an echo.
Okay.
I heard a little bit of it.
Yeah, I just thought you added a filter to it because honestly, at parts of it sounded better. Like the beginning, Landon. What up, Landon? Jared, you'll be so happy that I did that. Jared, he sounded a little bit clearer, but
yeah.
Anyways, it's all good, man. It's all good. The most important part is that Rich is back. We're back. How was vacation?
It was good. Most magical place on earth, right? Disney.
Happiest place on earth.
Happiest place on earth.
You sound like a broke man.
I'm pretty good financially. We prepared for it. So yeah, it was cool, man. We it was the kids' first plane trip. Both were chill.
Really?
Both of them sat next to the window. The window open.
Nice.
Stared outside the whole time. Didn't bat an eye. My daughter did not care. She was like,
really?
Yeah. My son, I could tell, was a little nervous, but he was still chill. He just, watched his phone, talked to me. Just, he had the window open too and would peek outside every once in a while.
Yeah.
So that's good. It was good. I mean, I wasn't too sure what to expect out of the daughter. Like she puts on a brave face sometimes, and then when it's time to face the fear, it's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah, but
that's all of us. So,
but she did. You feel like she did better than your son?
Yeah. In terms of being scared, yeah, she didn't care. She did not care. So he doesn't like heights. I don't like heights. I hated the whole thing. Like if you would have been like, "Do you want to fly or drive?" I would have drove every time. But it's
really
time and money with gas now. We just were like, look, it'll be. The returns and everything of having a couple extra days, because driving down to Florida, especially Orlando, in a day is brutal.
Yeah, that's a long. That's at least 15 hours, probably.
16. Yeah, once you 16. Get into the city and got to find your resort and all that. This way, I literally drove to the Park and Fly in Indy Airport, and everything else was somebody else taking me somewhere.
Yeah.
So we went to, they drove us to the airport. From the airport, they drove us to Disney, and then Disney, they had transportation wherever we wanted to go there.
Yeah. So you didn't have to pay for a bunch of Ubers or anything?
No, we had you pay for like a bus connection. There's several companies. We paid for one. It was called Mears.
Yeah.
It was like $120 there and back for all four of us. So it was pretty chill. Sorry. I mean, we just showed up at the airport. They were there. Walked out of the resort to go home. They were there. So it was nice. Kevin, have you guys ever stayed? Have you guys ever stayed at the Disney resorts before, Kevin and Blake?
Fountains only for me.
Fountains, yeah. Go ahead, Blake.
Yeah, I think that's where we stayed.
That's where you stayed at the last time, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Which one did you stay at, Blake? Do you remember?
No, it's too many years ago. It's probably been 10 years ago now.
I was the same way as you, Kevin. Like we always stayed at the Fountains, but we stayed up Pop Century.
Mm-hmm.
Is where we stayed at, and our hotel was like we actually we actually had like a vacation person book it all for us, and I mean, it was
Nice.
free because Disney pays people to book vacations for them.
Hmm.
So,
wow.
so she booked everything for us. So she was really chill. So she booked us a room right next to the pool, like literally 100 steps away from transportation. Like it was a really good area.
Hey, was Pop Hollywood Studios Resort or something like that?
No, the animation one is more Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
Yeah, the Pop is like you go by centuries. Like we stayed in the 50s room.
Oh, okay.
So like there's 50s through not thousands or whatever, and each one has its own like flavor of, like the 90s was computers, and the 50s was vinyls and bowling, kind of thing. Yeah. So, but as far as the rooms are concerned, I don't think the rooms themselves are any different. It's like the decorations outside.
Yeah.
So really underwhelming though in terms of like Disney. Like, you know what I mean? Like you pay all that money, you're like you kind of expect, but it was basically a hotel room once you got into the room.
Yep. You're not in the room that
Well,
much. Yeah.
No, you're not. That's why, we didn't. Like we were just like, you stay at the fountains and you're like, you get like a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, kitchen, pool, all that. So it was kind of just a different thing, I suppose, but it was cool. The kids liked it. Like you said, it's just you literally like you wake up at 7 a.m. every morning and you're back there at the resort in time for dinner, a little bit of swimming, and then you're right to bed. Like you're so tired.
And you're exhausted the whole time.
You're exhausted. You are a zombie.
You are. You're sore the whole time from walking on concrete. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't wait to get back. You can't wait to get back home so you can go back on vacation.
right. I know.
I need another week
Richard's
off.
I can't wait to work, aka play video games and exercise.
Right. Yeah. So, the kids loved it, man. They there was a weird interaction on one of the buses I noticed, and it's not really too much to tell about it. It was just kind of weird. Like this lady, I think she was a single lady with her daughter, sat on the bus, and then this other dude came on with a group of people, and the dude was kind of like, he was kind of like a blue collar looking, longer hair, kind of a scruffy beard, kind of like a beard like I have, but long hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he starts talking to the lady, and they're just jaw jacking, and the bus kind of jerks, and he kind of like I'm holding the bar, right? Because just to fill like the bus wasn't that full, but there was just enough that a couple people had to hold the bar, and I let my family stand. I held the bar. So right in front of me, he was there, and he was holding the bar, and the bus kind of jerked a little bit, and he kind of moved a little bit, and then she looked at him, and she patted her lap and was like, "Do you want to sit?" And I was like, "What's happening right now? Like, what? This is like the start of a porn. What?"
I totally thought it was going to go the other way. That like somebody was going to be pissed off or something like that.
No.
Yeah.
He was like, "Nah, I'm good, thank you though." And she was like, she kept insisting.
Dang, she's trying to find.
And her daughter's right there, and like her daughter's old enough to know what's going on. Like she's like 11, 12, so she knows what's happening right now. And so it's just like it was so.
She was just trying to get that Disney magic.
And eventually, what happened was the daughter ended up sitting on her lap, and the dude ended up sitting right next to her.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious. I just think it'd be funny to see a grown man sitting on a woman's lap.
I was just like, I would like, even if my wife had been like, "You want to sit on my lap?" I'd be like, "Not here." Like, maybe in a setting, we'll have that conversation, but not on a distance.
No PDA.
Been waiting for years.
Come on, bro. So it was just such a weird interaction. But yeah, man. Everybody had a really good time. We went to every single. You guys seen the pictures? We went to every single park. My wife's diabetic, so we were actually able to get the disability pass. So,
wow,
the ride we wanted, we got on. Like,
you got a fast pass, like almost right.
It was a fast pass plus a disability pass. Like the disability pass basically makes it so you only have to wait as long as the line is, right? Yeah. So if the line's an hour, you just have to put in that you want to do that ride. Then you wait an hour. So then you go, do something else for a little while. Then you hop over
and then
there.
You come over. Yeah. You just got schedule, right?
Yeah. And so then we had the lightning pass on top of that. So we were able to bounce in between the two. So it was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
Was,
I mean,
was the lightning pass and the fast pass worth it?
so you almost have to have a lightning pass to get into certain rides. And
Mhm.
the thing about the lightning pass is after about 1 o'clock, it's useless. So it's really only good for in the mornings. Like when you get there, like there are certain rides you need a lightning pass right away. Like say, for instance, you go to Magic Kingdom, you need a lightning pass to Jungle Cruise immediately.
Mhm.
And then if you go to Hollywood Studios, you need to fast pass the Rise of the Rebels or whatever it was, the Star Wars one.
Mhm.
So like just immediately, because if you do it after 11, 12 o'clock, you're not going to get on it.
Right.
So
Because I've noticed the last couple of times I went to theme parks, like, dude, like if you don't buy that fast pass, like that's what they cater to now. Like before, it used to be like, hey, we'll filter in the fast pass people, but
Yeah.
now, hey, you're getting skipped over, and you're gonna be in line for like 3 hours. So
Yes.
like now, like I'm only gonna do fast pass from now on.
Dude, I think the longest we waited in line was like 20 minutes tops. That was
Mhm.
with the fast pass.
Right.
That was with and the regular line, like the time for it was 120 minutes. So
That's crazy, man.
We bumped up 100 minutes
Yeah.
having the fast pass.
We
I
went
think
to
that's
Kings
why-
Island, and
Go ahead.
I think they charged like an extra 50 or something each pass, but like it was one of those days where it's convenient too because it was like rainy or whatever, and so we got on every ride. But like the certain big rides, dude, you're waiting like 2 or 3 hours, and fast pass people would go 3 times by the
Yep.
time you're sitting there waiting.
Exactly, that's what we did.
It's just another way to make money, and they're
Yeah.
like we're in that instant gratification time period, so you better pay for that fast pass.
It's not even instant gratification, dude. I'm not waiting 2 hours to ride Slinky Dog.
Yeah, I'm not.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's not happening, bro.
I get it. Yeah,
You tell me I gotta wait 10 minutes to ride Slinky Dog. All right, I'll ride Slinky Dog with my kids. Cool.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
You tell me 120 minutes, like, nah, it's not.
no, it's not gonna happen.
I think that's why I don't really like amusement parks. I hate the walking around and you're waiting and then to ride a ride for 45 seconds and you get off and then you got to do it again. Ugh.
Not
it's
only
not-
that, when you're at Disney, you're
Oh.
waiting that long to see a character.
Yes. Oh, I know. I've been a couple of times.
Terrible.
It's the worst.
I will say for characters, we didn't wait more than a few minutes.
Nice.
And that was without the pass in some instances. They do seem to be getting better about the whole wait thing in terms of like giving people things to do while they wait.
Right.
The newest Star Wars ride, like they put a ride in between the ride kind of thing. Like it's really so like what they do is you wait in line, and then what they do is they hover you into a room and you get on this bus, right? And the bus is taking you. It's like you're basically going to be a rebel is the gist of this ride. And they put you on this it's basically a space shuttle to go train, and that's part of you're technically waiting in line as you're doing this. And so you're riding and it's a ride, and then the things open, and Kevin, you'll appreciate this. I don't know if have you done the Star Wars stuff, Kevin?
No.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
it becomes, and this is kind of funny, it becomes kind of a LARPing session after this. It's so weird. Like a dude walks in, like he's part of the Empire, right? And he's like, keep your mouth shut, follow me. Basically you got caught, the Empire's captured you, and you have to follow him. And you go into this room, and there's like 100 stormtroopers staring at you.
Mhm.
And you're basically inside a galactic cruiser, basically, and you go inside of it, and it's kind of cool. Like it's like legit looking when you get in there, and they have you stand in line, and then this whole time, they're like, role playing that you're the rebel, they're the Empire, and the whole gist of the ride is you're escaping. Like they hack a droid. Like you get in a ride. The ride is you get into it. There's a droid that controls the ride. The droid turns around and you realize, hey, he's been hacked and he's letting us out. And so throughout the whole thing, but back to what I was saying. It seems like with a lot of the newer rides, they're trying to find things to do as you wait. With this Smuggler's Run one, it was kind of the same way. They put you in this holding cell and this animatronic thing's talking to you, and then you go forward a little bit, and then one of the somebody else is talking to you. Like they try to kind of give you things to do. So even if you're waiting for whatever amount of time you're waiting for, about 30 minutes of it at least is you interacting somehow, if that makes sense.
I'm sure. I guess it's probably helped having like cell phones, you know, and whatnot. People can sit there and watch a movie
Like,
while they
something,
wait.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
insane. But I mean, it kind of got me thinking. Like, you know, you're talking about how some of these lines where, you know, they have entertainment. Like that'd be cool in itself, as if they could figure out a way, you know, that hour that you're waiting, you know, keep you entertained, make that part of the ride somehow. I you know, that probably takes millions of dollars, but
Yeah, and that's kind of what they did with some of the newer Star Wars stuff. This is kind of what I was saying. Like, it seems like they're kind of catching on to like, hey, you know, if they're gonna wait a few hours, why don't we give them kind of an entertainment type thing?
yeah.
A mini show or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So, and
So I'm assuming it was jam packed.
Always.
dude,
It's insane. And was anybody
Oh.
wearing masks?
Nope.
Bro, isn't that crazy?
What
that
about,
like
what about your plane trip? I haven't been on a plane since COVID.
no masks.
Nope.
And that's wild, man.
This is why I think
we were going to wear one, and I looked at Jen. And I was like, dude, like it doesn't matter. I told my wife, like I said, look, dude, like I know we want to be safe, and I wish we could be, but we understand the risks of what we're doing. Nobody's wearing a mask, and it doesn't matter. If you wear a mask.
it's not going to help us. Yes.
I said mask wearing is typically to help is more along the lines so you don't give people COVID, less than you getting COVID. So nobody here is wearing a mask. So let's just enjoy ourselves and let it ride.
And just think, this time last year, it was still right. I mean, it was still such a
All of a
major.
sudden, it just disappeared.
All bull ass. It's all a bunch of BS. I don't know, man. That's interesting, but well, that's good, man. It's fun.
Yeah.
You were talking about traveling. I almost wonder. I like to know the difference in price between. Of course, you know, my family. I mean, you got 2 kids too, so it's, you know, it's just about as expensive. But you know, us trying to buy a plane ticket for all of us is definitely, you know, it's definitely going to be cheaper to drive. But I almost wonder, like in the end, you know, what's the price difference? Because here's the other thing, like when we went to Texas, it's like we wanted a car so bad, like just so we didn't have to eat at the resort and spend $100 on a hamburger. You know what I'm saying? But then if we did an Uber, that's $20 on top of what we would be spending out somewhere, you know? So so I don't know. It kind of made me be like, look, I love getting to my destination and home quickly. You can't top that. But I also like having my car, having more stuff because you do have your car. You know, like there's some benefits there. But
having more what you need. Yeah, I'm sure that it's baked in somewhere on that ticket right now.
Yeah, I mean, Disney was really good about a lot of things. Like on the resort, at the resort, there was like a shop. So like if you needed medication, if you needed, there was a small grocery area. There's also people that do grocery shopping for you. So if you're like, hey, here's a grocery list, can you go get me groceries?
That's awesome.
You can pay them $25. They'll go get you groceries. And we bought some stuff we couldn't take on the plane with us. So you go down to the gift shop in Disney and they say, hey, give us your stuff. We'll ship it home.
Oh, that's awesome.
There was actually no issue with us not having a car. I was happy.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, they make it so easy. Like, hey, you don't want to take that 8-foot Mickey Mouse home with you on the plane? Don't worry, we'll just ship it home for
we bought
$50.
Jacob a lightsaber, and Kevin, this lightsaber, dude.
Richard can't wait for his kids to go to bed so he can play with it.
It's a $200 lightsaber, bro.
Oh, snap.
It better be good.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Your son better love that.
He's excited about it. He can't wait till it gets here.
What's he telling us?
Yeah. Does she have a story about Disney she wants to share?
Oh, she met all the princesses and got an Elsa dress,
Nice.
and
Did she get to go to the big castle?
so we didn't do like the inside the castle stuff,
Yeah,
but they
we did that
have,
one time.
yeah, and it was one of those things where it was like it would not have been worth a return on it. You know what
absolutely.
I mean?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
the amount
We
of
did
money
it for a birthday one time. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. The
So
amount of money
we-
on that is yeah. I get it. Hey, I was speaking about traveling. Like, dude, the driving thing is just so stressful. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't want to. And then I feel like I just feel like flying is a safer option for me. So like, I just don't want to like a 16-hour trip. Like that day, I
That's
can't do
so
anything.
far.
I'm going to sleep.
dude,
I'm going to
Yeah.
sleep that day.
we left the house at 3:30 in the morning, and was in Disney by 7:30,
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Dang.
like at the resort.
You still
Yeah.
had all day if you wanted to go immediately.
Yeah,
Or take a
we
nap
chilled
and
out.
then go.
We
Yeah.
chilled out in the pool all day. That's
Yeah.
first day one was we got there, got our groceries, chilled out in the pool.
So
Mine
did
was
you
a
guys keep
shorter trip.
the kids up the night before? Did you make them go to bed early or?
Yeah, we gave them melatonin at like 7, and so and then
Night night.
You're getting very sleepy.
so,
Let me slip this in there.
well, once they get up and they're going to Disney, the adrenaline,
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
You're right.
they don't
Yeah,
care.
you're right.
Well,
And
that's
then
cool,
as a
man.
parent, your adrenaline goes up too, because like all you want to do is see those smiles. Like I will
That-
say that, like that's the best part.
Well,
Like,
and then
it
there's
sucks, but
there's
that's the
travel
best part.
anxiety. Yeah, all
Yeah.
that stuff is like, yeah, you just
Is everything going to be okay? Are we going to get to do this? Are they going to be happy? We
Yep.
get to do this. You know what I'm saying? All you're trying to do is create good memories, and you're worried about all that, and then it happens, and you're like, yes, this is what I did this for.
Flying is simply worth it, so you don't have to hear "Are we there yet?" 4,000 times.
And it
And
gets
you get to
into
go to sleep.
stops
It
for the
never-
bathroom. Yeah,
Yes, I know. Yeah, flying is definitely the way, but I don't know. Like, I think if it's like even like 10 hours away, it's just like I don't mind. I mean, it's still
I think 10
far.
hours
but
would be an okay drive.
yeah,
I think,
10's about.
I think 8 to 10 is
Eight is my like borderline. Yeah.
yeah. I might even go 12 if it's like a
Mm.
week long thing.
Right.
But
And if
after
it can
that-
save you $1,000 or something, that's kind of how I am. Like when we start adding up tickets, it's just like, bro, like
Yeah.
I could save $1,000 just by driving. It's just
nowadays, man, it was like our
It's
tickets
close
were like
now, man.
2,000 for all of us round trip. Like my wife and I were looking at that, like, what are we gonna pay in gas money? Like, we're gonna be
That's
paying
what I'm
gas.
saying. I think it's baked in though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
no,
Like,
it's not. No way. I mean,
let's-
you can
let's run
drive.
the numbers.
So okay, how many times you filling up to get to Florida? 3 or 4 times?
So at 16 hours, you're probably filling up once, filling up 2 ways on the way there, and then one more time there if you're gonna drive around. So that's 4 times. So at
And you
least
got to return the car full.
so you got at
three.
least eight fill ups. So
8, you
it's
think?
8 fill-ups.
probably about 8 fill ups. Yeah, I mean if you because if you're
I
taking
bet
your
it's less
car,
than that.
well, you need 3
But-
at least to get there and back. Well,
yeah, I can see that.
6,
But
6,
while you're there, you're using shuttles and stuff. I mean, obviously, it's all depending on what kind of vacation you're taking. I mean, that's the nice thing about Disney is that they have shuttles everywhere, so you don't really have to drive too much. But I mean,
you have
So
to
I
drive
just
fast.
use my wife's car as an example. Like at this price, it's probably like $70 to fill her tank. So 8 times 70, $560.
560.
I-
Let's count your meals. You're eating out at least twice on the road.
Yeah, you got to add that up too.
That's nasty if you're gonna pack. Nah, I'm not packing a cooler. I'm not on vacation, homie.
I
Some
think
people do
560 is. I think 560 is on the very high end for gas. I don't think it's costing that much, but I mean, I could be wrong. I mean,
I'm
I
just
could
going
see
off of
maybe-
the Jeep.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Who knows? But I think it's always probably going to come out cheaper if you drive, just because plane tickets are so. Because you got to think each plane ticket's what $300, $400 now. What is it?
Round trip, we paid $2,000.
Okay.
$2,000
Oh,
altogether.
2,000.
total for the family. You got to think of how
Total.
many people. That's 4 people.
Yep.
So it's gonna his
Yeah.
his price is gonna be cheap. I mean, my price is gonna be cheaper than his a little bit, but
Yeah. So it's roughly, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's all expensive. I know that.
got to get that McDonald's driving and for breakfast and
Gotta get gotta get those Big Mac gassers in the car.
absolutely.
No,
Gotta get
thank
the
you.
bathroom.
Make those kids
I
pay.
see. Yeah, for real.
Right. So
Man, I feel like the news has been kind of down lately, huh? There's really nothing. I mean, Joe Biden fell off a bike. I thought that was pretty entertaining.
here's somebody talking about. He's the first president to fall off a bike now.
It's just so silly. And you know, like all of his handlers or whoever, like everybody around them was probably like, "Oh dear Jesus!" Like out of all things, and honestly, what he did, any of us could have done. Like his foot got stuck in the pedal.
Yeah,
lost
it's
his
what
balance.
happened. He stopped to talk to some people, and then
Yeah.
he just kind of went to go get back on the bike or whatever, and his foot got stuck.
I know it, but of
Yeah.
course, people are going to run with it. I mean, they're just it's going to be a million memes about it, and
That's all good. I mean, that's part of the. I mean, every president gets made fun of. I mean,
yeah, facts.
late night monologues, like that's part of the trip, right? I mean,
Yep.
I feel like the news always gets slow in the summer. Don't you guys think?
Uh,
I mean, a couple
last summer
of years
was
ago, it was rough.
BLM,
but, like,
all George Floyd
Yeah.
and all that hit pretty hard last. Was it 2 summers ago? All
Yeah.
that went
Yeah.
down.
It's kind of sad though that we wait for it. We look for it. We're like, what crazy story happens this week? What? I mean, it's of course you don't
Right.
want to say, what
right
kind
now
of
they're just scaring people out of spending money right now more than
Dude.
anything.
There's a lot of fear mongering going on, like people talking about recession and money and gas,
Yeah.
and war and food shortages. It's just is like, dude, can we just stop? Like, can we calm down a little
Well,
bit?
I know.
does
It's like how
that
much of
help
it's true.
at a time right now where stuff is high right now? Like, I did see like something on the news where everybody's trying not to buy gas over 4th of July weekend or something like that, and like food and stuff like that to see if we can hit the economy or whatever.
That's
Have
not
you
going
guys
to
seen
work
what they're doing?
because no matter what
It's
happens,
not-
you always need the same
You're gonna need
amount of food. So they're going to
Yeah,
get their
it's-
money either before or after.
Yeah, it's
So
silly.
they're gonna make up for it somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's so silly.
It's ridiculous. I mean, they did say gas usage is down like 6 to 8% or something like that. So the gas companies are feeling it anyways right now.
Right.
But I don't know. Yeah,
I was thinking about this the other day. If the power went out all over the world, how long do you survive?
How long do I survive, or
How long
average
does-
people survive? Because
just
I
how-
can just
how-
I can
how-
just chill.
Well, hold on. There's no power though. Your refrigerator doesn't work.
Sleep,
You
bro.
can't
Catching up
keep
on
your
sleep.
I'm catching up on sleep. Hold on. Okay, bro. He's like, I'm just sleeping my way through this one. Like, I'm talking like, what if the power is out for like, I mean, even a month, right? Like,
Yeah.
could you,
I
or
couldn't- what
You
would you do? Like, because the only thing that I fear at that moment is food, basically.
right?
That's the only
mean-
thing that I'm worried about is food. Because if the power's out everywhere, I don't have to go to work, right? I still have water because you didn't say anything about water. The only thing I'm worried about is food. And
Yeah.
with that
Yeah,
food comes
you and
protection.
and
comes
and you and
protection,
everybody
because I think
else.
everybody's going to be looting everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would fear food and security.
so you better have that gun that you're against.
Right.
I mean, that's right. I mean, that's what's scary about it. That's when you want that gun. Like, you ain't coming into my house and stealing the only food I have.
Right.
It-
But
it-
what does media commonly do? That's what they play with those emotions on that all the time, right?
yeah, fear mongering. Yeah,
yeah, there would be no media because we wouldn't have any
Dude, if
power
it's-
to view
the
it.
power went out. I mean, it's. Oh, what are you gonna do at that point in time? Yeah.
I know, like it's actually really scary to think that, like, we're all doing life, but all it takes is the power grid to go out, and it's just like,
Yeah.
You're just
Oh,
one solar
crap.
flare away from.
yeah, But Rogan talks about that a lot. Like that's one of Rogan's biggest topics. It's just like we are just floating in Earth, and we act like everything's good when all it takes is one asteroid or one whatever, right? Just
That's life in general, though, dude.
I know.
But I mean, that could be war too. We've been held hostage by other countries because of that.
Yeah.
Power grid
Yeah,
and stuff
I
like that.
guess.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That I would. I mean, like seriously, it's like where are you going to get your food? Where are you going? Like, I was actually when I kind of was thinking about it the other day, I was just like, I almost wonder if neighborhoods would come together and try to help each other out,
Somewhat.
right? Like, would it bring us closer? Would it be like, or would it just be like, no, man, this is the only rice I have. I can't share it with you.
No, I think you get in a bartering, like you have a day
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
do something
absolutely.
or some.
I trade you this can of beans for some.
Yeah, or
rounds
you
or
need me
something.
you need me to throw up some drywall. You give me, a couple cans of food. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just gonna return to the
and,
bar.
and then everybody have to start farming. You just
Yeah, that's why I got
Just-
a garden out back. Like that's why I started doing it. Like that next year.
We're,
the garden's gonna get
we're
bigger.
going over
Every year.
Richards to eat some tomatoes.
Every
man.
year,
Yeah.
the garden's getting bigger. I told Jen the other day, I'm thinking about getting chickens, like for real.
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, you save money on eggs, and we want to go in on it. I think we're gonna do a quarter of a cow again, which that's
I
great.
think I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah, I think it saves money, but I mean, even that industry is nuts right now. I guess it's like it's a waiting list, because everyone's doing that. I
Trying to
really
start
kind of
nut.
yeah. I mean, I really do think there's a bit of just in that alone, just in the food, just in what we're putting in our bodies. I do feel like people are getting a little bit more health cautious, and I don't know if COVID helped that or not, but even around the office, I hear more of like, I'm trying not to eat sugar, or I'm staying away from soft drinks, or like there's more people I feel like taking their health serious. But I mean,
More
maybe
people
that's just in my
health
office.
conscious. Yeah,
well, the older,
Yeah.
you get too, like the older you get, the older the people around you get. So it's like it's a natural life cycle. You
Yeah.
hit your 40s and 50s, and then that's when people start getting more conscious because the doctors are going, "Look, man, you're having
Yeah,
That's what they say, right? Your genetics.
that is true.
Your genetics will carry you till you're about 40, 45, and then from there on, it's what you did throughout life.
It all catches up to you.
Yeah.
It's so weird that it changes like that. It's like it's weird that you just can't stay the same. It's like why do we
Metabolism.
I wish.
yeah, the metabolism. Like, why do my knees hurt every day when I wake up?
Dude.
Like, it's just like, dude.
did,
I'm telling you, go ahead.
I'm sorry, man. I mean to interrupt you. I was
No,
just
you're
gonna
good.
say I did a weightlifting today for like the first time in 2 or 3 months. Or yesterday, I did it. I woke up so sore
Sore.
today, like
Yeah.
my hamstrings, and I actually used the pull up system I bought. I was
Yeah.
able to get 3 pull ups in.
Really? Hey, man.
That's so dumb. I was like, gosh, man.
I know you don't realize how weak you are until you start doing that
Yeah, I was
stuff.
like, man, I'll just try to get 3 to 5 a day, and then when I can get to 10, I'll drop a band and just keep going.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I will say when you lift weights, like you just sleep the best. For some reason, like you're about
Heavyweight. Heavy.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Really?
I snoozed. I hit the snooze button like 7 times this morning.
Really?
Yeah,
You,
yeah.
you sleep better. Yeah. I've been falling off a little bit lately. It's just motivation, dude. Like, I know that Tough Mudder, and like I don't know. Part of me is just like my knees hurt so bad right now. Like I don't know what to do. Like I don't
Sure,
want to keep
sure.
working out, and my knees just hurt. Like I'm telling you, like I told Nika yesterday, I feel like the way my dad looks when he's trying to get out of the chair, and it's like, why am I about to do a Tough Mudder? Like, this is not smart at all.
Just get some knee braces or something for when you play basketball at least.
I've got some of those sleeve things. I wear them. It's something. I don't think it's like an arthritis thing. I mean, hell, it could be, I guess, or like we've mentioned before, maybe I need to strengthen another part, of my legs or whatever. But
Squats,
but-
too. Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, I try to do little things from time to time or whatever. I need to be consistent with it, which we talk about that all the
That's
time.
what I've
But
been trying to.
Do you have any
do
barbells
things.
or dumbbells or anything, Blake?
No, I don't. But I do want to buy. I was wanting to buy some of those restriction bands. Like I thought that's
Dude, I'm
something
telling
that
you, you
I
can do a lot with that. Like that's what
yeah
I'm gonna, yeah.
yeah.
Lot.
I want to. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know how much I'm going to use them, so it's like I don't want to buy a real expensive one.
Yeah.
But if I do use them, I want to make sure I buy a good set. So
Yeah.
and money's a little tight right now anyway, so I can't be spending too much extra money. But
Yeah, you can probably go to Target and get like 10 for like $20 or something like that right now.
really, but I like that bar that Rich showed. Like I think that would be nice. Like having something to kind of do pull-ups on or whatever.
Yeah.
Or not pull-ups, but you get me.
But I mean, I've been looking at some of that stuff too. Like they have like these wall sets and stuff like that for like dips and pull-ups. It's only about like $100. And then I went to the hardware store and like they got the knob things that you can insert. Have you seen those, Richard? They're so cheap for like $10.
What is it?
But
What,
if you gotta get, huh?
what are you
So it's
talking about?
basically like it's supposed to be a handle. Like I just watched the YouTube, right? It's just like a knob, like almost like the ones you see on the ends of trucks, like the hitch knob.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then this guy just drilled a hole into basically some beams in his garage and just uses those as pull up. And like the knobs are basically like $7.
Yeah.
Maybe, and I actually have a pull-up bar that's actually my buddy Aaron's. I just never put it up. Like I don't know what door to put it up on. It's like
Make sure you record yourself. Make sure you record yourself
the
as you
most
do
sturdy.
it in case you fall, and then that way.
I know, and that's the other thing. I'm like, like how is this thing even? I don't even know how to put it up. To be honest with you, like I brought it home because he was like, "Yeah, I don't really use it." And I was like, "All right, cool." And then I brought it home, and I still haven't even tried to put it up.
I've been taking a picture of Olivia one, but I got that one for Olivia, but I'm scared to get on that one. I did go down the street the other day and do the monkey bars.
Hey, I'm telling you, dude. A few weeks ago, I actually went to watch my nephew play some baseball, and I just went to the Craig Park, and I kind of ran around Craig Park, and then there was nobody on the swing set, and I just went over to the little chin up bar or whatever, and I just started doing just all types of different stuff. I mean, dude, I did like 3 sets of 15 or whatever. My arms were just
look at it.
No, it wasn't my full weight. I was literally, I'm trying to think how I was doing it. I think I was just like falling backwards and just kind of pulling myself up to this bar. Yeah, kind of but I mean, it was working like my back, just
that's how you start. Dude. It's
a free gym. Yeah, a free gym. I just
calisthenics, I think is what they call it. You're using your body weight.
Yeah. And then this is the problem. It's like I'll do a workout, but I just won't do it consistently. And I actually enjoy it. Like when I do it, and I enjoy it when I'm done. It's just like, it's almost like I got to have that perfect block of time to do it. And I'd like to say I can wake up tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. and do it because that's really the best time to do it. But I won't. And then I think I've said this before. There's always a point in time during work where I'm like, dude, I just want to go run right now. Like I would go run right now if I was home. Like you feel it. It's like, I got to do something.
Well, let me ask you this: Are you close enough? So I'm on 106th Street.
Yeah.
Are you closer to 96?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you because there's that trail like right there on 106, and then like they got like a basketball court off of it and stuff like that. But there's that walking trail off of 106.
Okay. I mean, it's the same thing though, right? It's like, what am I going to do on my lunch? Lunch break with my jeans, and it's like it's just
right now. I'm trying to do like 4 days. Just get 4 days a week. Anything after that is a bonus. I also don't want to overwork myself to, I'm trying to like not burn myself out, but like you said, Blake, it's literally about just doing it and finding the time to do it. Like my schedule's weird to where it's Tuesday through Saturday, so I'm mostly doing something Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then like today I did something. So I'm trying to. So now I'm in the bonus zone. So just trying to stay consistent on doing something because stuff's always going to cut out. come up.
And-
It's
and
hot.
it-
It's hot as hell outside.
I
So you
know.
don't want to do that. Like
I know.
that's an excuse for that.
I know.
But it's just like you just gotta just do it.
I know.
think
And-
just getting the rhythm and doing it.
And there's something about it too. Is like once you do it, it just feels good. But
Yeah,
then
you just like laugh at it. You're like, yeah.
yeah, but then it's like when I'm doing it, I want to quit, and then I feel bad that I quit. You know, so it's I just feel like I'm always on to myself. Like you're a pansy for not wanting to do it, and then while you're doing it, you're a pansy for not going
middle.
further. You know, and I'm just constantly talking crap to myself. You know,
But it's-
You got to
it's
go
just-
in with it with a game plan, man. You gotta have like you can't start
Little
too
goals.
strong. You gotta have a game plan though. You know what I mean? You gotta like
Yeah.
this is my workout routine. You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
This is where I'm at right now. This is
It's
how
not
much
gonna
I'm
happen.
benching today. And then next, if I do it good today, I add on 5 pounds next. You know, my next second.
I
maybe
know.
steps.
Maybe 7.
Maybe steps,
Yeah,
man.
I don't know. I feel like it's like going on a diet or eating healthy. You know, it's just like, well, I'll do it tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow we'll say no to the cookie, or like I do pretty good with the diet, but the exercise, but I don't. Like I said, I played basketball last week, so that was great. That felt good, even though my knees hurt for like 4 days later. What's that?
Where did you end up playing?
Well, one of my buddies has been wanting me to play at a Greenwood Christian church, I think it is, on Thursday nights. But where I was playing before COVID hit, which is right across the street from my addition here, Life Point Church, I haven't played there since COVID. So I just hit up the guy that I used to play with and just said, do you guys need an extra player? And they didn't really need an extra player, but he said, go ahead and show up. So I did.
We
I got
stopped
about
inviting you and blame COVID because you can't hoop.
Whatever, bro. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, when I was playing again, I was like, dang, I mean, my handles were bad. There's a lot of stuff I need to really work, rework on or whatever, but my jump shot was there. But dude, I showed up last week, and then literally my very first shot, cash, just warm-ups, cash, and whatever, hit another one. And then my buddy that I invited me, Ben, he's like, dang, dude, you still got it. I was like, well, for now. Dude, the game started. I was feeling pretty confident. My very first shot, air ball. like as soon as I jumped, I felt like my legs were done. And I was like, I just ran up and down the court like twice.
Never warm up pre-basketball. I never warm up.
Yeah.
Really, you just go out there and just
I play. Yep, that's it.
yeah, just play. Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
That's the fun stuff though. Like if you can find a group that like meets weekly, and that's not working out. That's just fun. That's like fellowship,
and that's what I've been saying for months now. It's like it's hard for me just to go run around the block, but playing basketball, I got a buddy playing ultimate frisbee actually on Wednesdays. So that's another one that I'm like, man, that'd be, that gives me a reason, but it's at 6:00, like that's the thing, right? It's like, okay, well, I'm trying to get home, trying to fix dinner, and then it's like, bye.
Feel guilty. Yeah, you feel guilty.
Exactly. Yeah,
but
I know that it's hard, man. But I think
those
that's
selfish moments for yourself, though.
But I think that's what every married couple with kids falls into, and that's why we end up overweight and eating unhealthy, and we put all of our time and effort into the kids and what they need and what right and
what you're supposed to do them. I mean, that's a circle, man. Like,
yeah, I know.
But then you get to my point to where you're almost over that hump, and you start looking at, hey, what am I gonna do when she's gone? Like, I need my hobbies.
Yeah.
Who am I when you did?
Yeah, but I think that hits real early, right? Like after what 8 to 10, those kids.
Nah, I would say about middle school for us.
Yeah, that started to hit me with Jacob. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I mean, Ella's 13 now, and it's just like she doesn't need me.
Yeah.
I mean, she needs,
All I can do is tell you right now.
She can make her own toast at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like she can survive. Yeah, she can drink her water, and but she can make her own water and toast. She'll survive.
For both of you guys, once you get over that hump, like you're saying, 13, where all of them are like that, and you're gonna be like, all right, now I can start giving back to myself.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, I think
back to yourself and and your significant other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I think about that a lot in marriage as well too. It's like you do put so much time into raising your kids to where that's all you know. And especially I think for probably moms, you know, that becomes their identity, their sole purpose, not sole purpose, but like, you know, like that's their, once they have a baby, it is, I'm going to raise this kid to be the best that it can be. I hope it's success, you know, and you do stop giving to yourself. You do stop trying to help yourself, educate yourself, improve yourself. It is kind of a wild, it's a wild circle.
But do you guys ever think about that? Like, what are you going to do with there's no kids there? Like,
it's more Xbox, dude. I mean, that's it. Like,
you got to put up with me for like 30 more years without a kid here. Like, how are you going to entertain?
I wish my life was as simple as Richard. Hey, man,
but
get these rotten kids out of my house. More PlayStation.
Yeah,
but that's what it's about. You got to do something for yourself.
Yeah, Richard does it every day already.
I do it too.
He just wants more of
I
it.
do it too.
He's like, if I just get this kid to stop interrupting me from time to time, I'll be set.
Stop needing food, child.
Yeah, feed yourself.
Right.
You know how hard it is to make cereal? It's not hard. Go do it.
There's literally a bowl and milk. Pour.
It's so easy. I know. Oh man, yeah. I think about it a lot. Just because and sometimes I kind of wonder. I don't know how I want to say that. Sometimes I wonder how it'll affect my wife because her whole the schooling, the daycare, it is her and the kids, and I think it's always going to be that way whenever there's grandkids and. We are going to be so involved, it's going to be hectic and crazy, but so I guess it's once you have kids, it's
where
just
they live, right? I mean, if the little ones decide they, want to live in California or Montana, that's.
Oh, I can't imagine. Now, let's talk about that. How much would that affect you guys? Would you be heartbroken, Kevin, if Olivia decided to be like, hey, I'm going to college in Florida?
She's already said that she's out.
Dang, bro. So I think that's weird though. Like I brought you into this world. I raised you. I fed you. Now you're just gonna bounce because you're a certain age.
Don't you want your kids to experience other things?
Of course, but I want them to be near me so we stay this awesome family.
You're not always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I laugh.
I'm support whatever decision, but yeah. I'm gonna support whatever decision. Like that would be easier just to stay here, stay close, or whatever.
Dude, once she realizes how much everything costs, she ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, no, she'd be back.
I think there's a statistic that was
when
like
gas is $20 a gallon, then
facts. What were you gonna say, Kevin or Richard?
I said I was reading something that they said like 50-something% of 20-year-olds live with their parents now.
Yeah,
really?
Like, and it's just gonna go up.
Because they don't work.
No
one works. Hey,
they're making TikToks and making money, and they're YouTubers up in their mom's attic. yeah, doing review videos or whatever.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So this is pathetic, but we do this thing at work now. Whenever we hire somebody, like a mechanic, we'll write on the board how long we expect them to last. So we just hire. No, not in front of them, just like on the side. So there was someone that got hired, and we said I put a week and 3 days, and Friday will be a week and 3 days, and we got word today that she might be getting fired because she keeps showing up late, missing work. So. I don't know how much I should go into it, but we hired her.
Still turning it back.
We hired
49 minutes into the pod. Nobody's listening.
Yeah. One of our 10 listeners, whatever it is. So it's a female mechanic, which it is what it is, right? Like no issues. We don't care. Well,
wish my wife was a mechanic.
Right? Well, so I don't want to be whatever, but she has literally worn the same outfit every single day.
Is it like a mechanic jumper?
No, sweatshirt, sweatpants, boots. Like, I don't know her situation, but she's it's definitely hot outside for that outfit. But she's she's showing up late, she's leaving early, she's missing work, and it's like we are so desperate for mechanics that like we're literally like, okay, how can we just use her for one specific thing in the shop and just keep her
right like this right now?
Like,
you're vulnerable.
Yeah.
Right now.
Dude, it's insane. We
can't even discipline or hold anybody accountable right now because you just need a body.
Exactly.
Body. And all that does is make everybody else around you worse.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
We have,
oh, you're not doing shit? Oh, let me try that.
Yeah. We have a driver that we literally can't give a raise because he gets in so many wrecks that they refused it. It's so funny. He's the butt of every joke.
You gotta keep him though.
Here's the thing. He literally missed work yesterday. There was rumors that he was going to get a new job and they were going to pay him like $5 more on the hour. And we like literally was just like, bring him in the office. Let's talk to him. Like, this dude wrecks everything. Like, he's not like
for safety.
We should not want him. And we are like, pay him more. Like, we have to have him right now. Like, if he leaves, we literally have no one to move trailer. It's crazy. It's crazy. Meanwhile, Richard just riding his bike, playing video games.
Man, life is okay. I don't know.
Dude,
I know.
I'm telling you.
I'm happy for you, prick.
Like it is literally like that everywhere. Like,
it's
people, hold on. This is my favorite one. At my place. Right? This is my favorite one. So they'll literally be like, well, this person has called in this many times, blah 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 blah, right? HR. Well, did they know that they couldn't call in? Did they know the number? If you guys didn't tell them, then they don't know.
I know.
You guys gotta call them and let them work. It's like,
yeah,
I know.
Where are we?
Valid point. All valid points.
I seriously want to just.
That wasn't okay.
I seriously just want to like walk into the office and be like, hey, listen, I show up every day on time. I work. I get along with everyone. I'm here. Freaking pay me more. Like, keep me.
Dude, maybe.
I know.
I'm not kidding. Maybe.
I know.
Go try to get a counter offer.
But then again, I drive home every day thinking, what am I doing with my life? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why, like seriously, I got a phone call today about my actually my cousin-in-law has a potential photography possibility for me, and he goes, who knows, maybe it'll snowball into something else. And it's just like, dude, that's all I ask for is it to snowball into something else.
You got to shoot your shot.
Yeah, I know.
You don't miss the shot that you don't take.
Right, and I get that, but
it's harder to do when you got
dude. People talk. I mean, the amount of money I'd have. I talk about this all the time. The amount of money I'd have to make. Like, this is what sucks, right?
You have to cover insurance and all that.
The stuff that I get for driving up to Zionsville, the insurance alone, the benefits, the 401k, that's $40,000 a year benefit. I mean, it's not, but let's just put that as a value of $10,000 to $20,000. Yeah, you really. I mean, especially if something majorly happened to one of us as far as insurance. So it's like that's a lot of my thoughts. It's just like, man, we're stuck. We have to do these shitty jobs. It's not a shitty job. Like, it's fine, dude. I should be blessed. I'm thankful. I am thankful. I'm thankful I got a job. I'm not rich. I'm doing okay, but it's hard. Like, it
makes it hard to change,
dude. It's hard. Like,
and at least like, this part is okay. You
know
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This part is okay. I know I'm getting my check on this day. Like,
right. I just need photography to take off again like it used to be. Yeah, because that's when I'm not going to say that's when I'm at my happiest, but that's just when it's the most easy for us. It's like steady income, checks in the bank, all this is extra. you know, like, and then it's, you know, you do it. But when I don't have, like, this week I've been very stressed out because I was supposed to assist a wedding July 1st. And it was actually in Chicago, but it paid $500. And I was just like, and we've got our 4th of July event coming up, and I got to buy fireworks for that. And, you know, and some family members, you know, try to help out with that, but it still becomes a $300 or $400 ordeal. And I don't want to disappoint the family. I want to be able to buy all these fireworks, you know, and it's just like, you know, I'm like looking at Nika or even talking to my parents about it. Like, you know, I want to blow some stuff up this year, but like, dude, like, there's a lot of things.
At what cost? Yeah.
Money.
You're literally going to have to go 4th of July day to get the cheap stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I've got some guys that can kind of, you know, give me some discounts, but still, it's just like, you know, and then you kind of start blaming yourself, like, man, you know, are you not prepared enough? Like, do you not have enough money in the bank? You know, and it's just like, I don't know. That's kind of where my thoughts have been a lot lately. Is just like, you know, I want to blame myself, but then I look at life and how expensive it is, and how, you know, like Richard, I always use Richard's example of you can save the money, but then something dramatic happens to your house, and then you got to throw all that money into that, and then you got to start all over again, and it's just like, how are we supposed to do this? You know,
live your life, dude. Just enjoy the ride. Why not, bitch?
I look at it like I might not even be here tomorrow, so
dude. I mean, you know, and that's the other thing. It's like, I will beat myself up. I will put a lot of pressure on myself, but then it's like, I also go, every person that's driving by me right now is probably in the exact same boat. No matter how nice their vehicle is, you know, or whatever, you know, it's like everyone is just like
chasing that dollar.
Yeah,
dude, it's just exhausting, you know, and I don't know if was made. It's part of me wonders if it was designed this way, made, you know, or is it just the American greed? You know, just is it?
It's capitalism. I mean, that's how it's.
Yeah.
You know,
let me show you everything you need.
I mean, it's the need from the top up, right? It's like, you know, the business need to make the investors happy. In order to make the investors happy, you know, they have to make more money. To make more money, they got to charge more money. For you to pay for they charge for, you got to make more money. So it's just a circle, you know. It's not.
I don't know.
So, and then, like you said, it's like, it's really unfortunate. Like, it's almost, you know, you're almost, you know, living in feudalism in terms of like, I have to do this job because I have to provide for healthcare.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And that's, you know, that's why people scream universal healthcare at the top of their lungs, because it's like, dude, we're literally, you know, I hate to use the term, but we're literally slaves to corporations because we all need healthcare.
Yeah.
We really are. Yeah,
You know?
we really are. And that's, yeah. And, you know, and we've talked about this too. It's like those that sit in that upper desk
Yeah.
gets paid so much money, and the people that are grinding is just begging for that dollar raise that does nothing to improve their life.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. That's what they said. Like, you know, you're talking about student debt relief or whatever to try to help people out. He's talking about $10,000, and people are like, that's not even, you might as well not even do anything at that point, dude. Like, that's what you're going to do. So it's like everybody's just trying to find a way to get by at this point in time. And the systems have been, you know, especially with student loans and things like that. It's all these systems have been just, it's almost like America in general is a giant scam, right?
Yeah.
You have to work to get but to work, you're told you got to get an education, but then to get an education, you got to take out a loan. The loan costs a lot because it's backed by the government. That's why these schools cost so much, is because they know government's going to pay this money. So that's why schools went from a couple hundred a semester to thousands, tens of thousands of semesters, because they now know this money is guaranteed by the government.
Yeah.
So it's a rat race now, and it's ridiculous.
And no matter what you do, you can't get out of those student loans. Like, you could have made the mistake at the age of 18 to go to IU to be a freaking psychologist, whatever. And then 2 years in, no, I don't want to do it. You end up getting a job working at a bank, but you're still paying, you know, $2,000 a month on freaking student loan. Like it's
you can't get credit
it's
for anything
evil.
else but a student loan at that age.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
yeah,
that much.
yeah. It's evil. I don't know if it's evil. It's just
Well, the system is broken and it's predatory, right? Because you can't sit at a TV and watch TV without a commercial popping up saying you need to get this piece of paper because you need to provide for your kids, right? You can't tell me it's not predatory. Like, preying on people that are less, that are having issues providing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they say there's a single mother that works at McDonald's and then Burger King, double shifts. She goes home, wants to watch TV, the commercial pops up. Hey, if you paid us $40,000, you can provide better. That's not predatory at all. Like,
take this online class while you are at home putting the kids to bed, but you're too tired to study, and you sell the hope, you sell the dream.
But you can financially afford it because the government will give you a loan.
Yeah, but
it's so easy. It's so easy. Yeah. I don't know anybody 18 years old, fresh out of high school. You can literally get a $30,000 loan at the drop of a hat.
Yeah. But I do wonder though. Like, I feel like there's definitely a shift happening. Yeah. People I think are maybe refusing to work or finding ways to make money, or
people are. Well, it's like you're saying, like what you guys said earlier, is like people are finding ways to make money, whether it be, and you may laugh at it, but people may, whether it is TikTok or whether it is, there's like online places like Fiverr, things like that. You can just make your own money, set your own hours, tell somebody no if you don't want to do it. Like you don't.
I like to know though people always say that, like, well, kids are now making so much money on YouTube. It's like, yeah, okay, there's I like to know how many. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's more than what you think.
Really?
I really do. Like, there's a lot of people in this world, Blake, and there's a lot of companies that sponsor people. Like I think it's a lot more than what you think. I think the percentage of people that get there is small percentage wise, but I think it's a lot more. Especially we talk about. Look, let's talk. OnlyFans. Come on, dude. Like literally,
but that's for like women.
A girl that's just a hat can open an OnlyFans account and be a millionaire within a month, like
by showing her toes.
By showing your toes, like
that's it.
Yeah,
because there's weird dudes out there. But then again, like I just don't think it's like like I don't think this is funny because she would never do this. I don't know if I did OnlyFans with my wife's feet. No. It's not like she's immediately making $10,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? Like it helps to be someone. Like I always keep saying,
they have an Instagram, they have a TikTok, and it's
I've heard of stories of
300 followers.
Yeah, I've heard of stories of where somebody will just randomly open up a OnlyFans account, shoot pictures of her feet. Next thing she knows, she's got $5,000 in her account within 2 or 3 weeks. Like
it's just crazy. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
dude. What if I did?
Yeah, you'll have better pictures. You're a photographer.
just have my
people's face on the actual account, but then put your feet. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they'd be like, dude, that chick has some manly feet.
That's some hairy toes.
It turns me on.
She's a big bank.
Dude, could you imagine? But no, guys, I don't have any complaints financially. I'm doing great.
Right.
I gotta pretty up my toes every night, but that's about it. I'm constantly painting my toenails a different color. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really wondering just like how many kids are going to be going to college, like how many are going to be just maybe thinking more outside of the box. I think making money off of YouTube, making money off TikTok and all that stuff, I think that's great, but it's like I don't know what the long-term plan is.
Yeah, it depends upon if you get a financial investor. Like, even if you're just a short sprint of a YouTuber, like say you have 2 or 3 years on YouTube, you do really well, but then you got a financial guy and he's hooked you up, now you really don't have to work for the rest of your life because of it. And because you have no income, right? You have no current income, you can now live off of Medicaid.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's more too like how many more kids will take chances? How many more kids will? And I mean, but then again, with like working from home, that's going to be a different thing too, where you're going to maybe get more kids that are like they just they find jobs where they don't even need a college education for.
Yeah.
And then they're able to work at
that's
home.
what I was googling. Are less people actually going to college and
That's what it is, man.
less-
Just go
less
get some
people are going to college.
certifications. Yeah, go get whatever certifications, like whatever tech, project management, data analyst, IT support, system administrator. Just go get a couple certifications under your belt, and yeah, you're good as hired. Your foot's through the door at least if you have some.
And that's just taking online courses or just taking to get certified. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's basically my doorway was a couple certifications, and here we are.
So you just presented that on your resume saying I'm certified in XYZ, and that's probably all they cared about, right?
Yeah. Yep. And it helps that I have people skills, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
times
Times are changing.
Certified shit talker.
That's right. Look at this.
That's gonna be yeah. Where's that job? Give me that job.
Every day.
Trash all the time.
Per my last email.
Yeah, absolutely.
Per my last email. Oh man. Well, the Warriors did it again.
They did. Good for them. I'm happy.
I
for them.
mean,
I'll never
yeah.
get sick of them, man. Them are the Spurs. Like I was never tired of the Spurs winning. I loved it.
Yeah.
Every time Tim Duncan will win it, I was happy.
And the Bull. I mean, I feel like the Bulls had that era about them too, where it's just like it's just fun to watch a
I think by
greatness.
their fifth or sixth one, people got kind of sick of them.
Yeah, they got bored.
Yeah.
Just because they were unbeatable, like for real. Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
think he felt like Jordan, and you cannot dispute this, was getting a little bit more friendly calls with the ref towards the end.
Yeah, probably.
It's hard calls.
I kind of like enjoyed watching how much this one meant to Golden State. Because I mean, let's be honest, at the beginning of the year, I don't think too many people were talking as in like,
Right.
because Clay was still hurt and all this, which I do kind of remember saying, like, I think it's going to benefit them because Clay, not having to play half of a season, he should have fresh legs for the playoffs, which I don't know if Clay's the same, since his injuries. I mean, he definitely had his moments,
Definitely not the same. Yeah.
yeah, but I mean,
He definitely contributed. I mean, he was, 15 points a night at least.
oh yeah, he's a threat. I mean, you can't leave him open. So, yeah, it's a pretty good season.
I think it meant a lot to Curry, especially to win that Finals MVP. I mean, it's
Big time.
I don't want to talk a lot of shit about him, but I mean, it kind of dunks in the face of Durant a little bit. Like, you went over there, got your super team together, and didn't do shit because you got a couple of wackos.
Right.
Over there.
Yeah, but he had more of it. He had more of a super team with Golden State than he did in Brooklyn, though.
He did, for sure, but it's like, I mean, it goes to show that I think it's a little different with Golden State, though, right? Most of theirs are homegrown, and they did, and Steph basically gave money out of his contract to make sure they could sign people, and I mean,
Right.
I mean, even though what I sent you guys earlier, like he willingly sat on the bench. Could you see Kyrie Irving willingly sit on the bench? Like, no. I mean,
I
unless
couldn't even see LeBron doing that.
Kyrie Irving can't even show up to a game. So I mean,
I guess he's getting traded now. They're talking about trades.
There's a lot of fear with them signing him to a decent contract and him deciding to retire mid-contract all of a sudden, which is very. I mean, dude, there's something there. God bless him. He seems to be a good dude, and he has good causes, but there's something there that he just won't commit.
He wants to do what he wants to do. Yeah.
Maybe he's like that next generation. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, I'm really good at this, but if you want me, I don't even think it's a money thing. I think it's just more of that, like, I'm so good at this, I can pick and choose when I play and when I
think
don't
exactly.
play.
Yeah. Exactly what you're talking about.
It's like
I'm so good at this, but I don't need this.
Yeah, like you want me more than I want you.
He doesn't
I'm already rich.
He's $100 millionaire a few times over. He
Right.
does.
And he's an NBA champion. So yeah, he doesn't need it.
Yeah, his shoes alone. He probably doesn't need all the bull crap that comes with it. And listen, I mean, I think we all think it'd be great to play a sport for a living, but I'm sure that is wearing on you, dude. Like I always like I talk about this all the time. I just can't imagine having so many people talking about me and knowing nothing about me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Kyrie has given us reasons to criticize him, you know, but I guarantee you, if we sat down and talked to him, we'd be like, man, this dude is great. He's misunderstood. You know, I get where he's coming from.
He does seem to come off as a really good dude. Like he gives to a lot of causes. He seems to care about underprivileged people. Like I mean, he can be a chill dude, but just as like a teammate, nah, dude, you can.
Yeah.
A basketball team.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'd take him as a pacer. I mean, that's the problem, dude.
No, I would not. I would not.
Who knows?
Like Russell Westbrook. I mean, they
no, that's Westbrook. I think's done, man. He's too. Yeah,
you're talking about him going to the Hornets.
I can see that.
All right,
I mean,
Jordan.
he would have to
enjoy that one.
He would have to accept a veteran role, kind of like what Chris Paul does. Like he would have to be accepting of that. And that's part of the problem.
That's the problem, right?
Yeah.
He still thinks he's the guy from Oklahoma City, and he just has to, you know, just be you, be Lance Stevenson, Lance Stevenson, be that sixth player, be that energy, be that crowd pleaser. Like, come here and do that. I actually would love that, but don't shoot the ball. Like,
he leave a starter. Like I still think Westbrook is a starter.
Yeah.
But
he's still talented.
But you are not the person that you are built, or the team's being built around.
Yeah, it just seems like he runs his own offense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like, dude,
whatever he wants to do. Yeah,
calm down. Like, he's too wild. But then again, that's what made him great. You know, so it's like, how do you tell someone to stop doing what made him great?
Yeah. You guys see the video that Jared sent? You guys might want to put that on a microphone.
Right now?
Yeah.
A movie? Well, it came in real small.
Come on, boy. Come on,
Is that it? Oh, is he hooping?
How is he playing back?
Come on, boy. I only got 10 tonight, so I don't have time to show off all my shots.
It keeps cutting out on me. I think he's trying to show us him hooping or something. I was 0 for 20. I was 0 for 20 from 3, just like my boy Steph Curry.
Nice.
Game 4 or whatever it was. All right, is that it?
I think we can call it.
Wrap it up.